What do you got?
A headache, lower back pain, and bags under my eyes that would qualify as luggage.
Well, I warned you not to join the ME's office.
Well, it's not my work. It's the divorce. And this is an amicable split.
Well, they say divorce is one of the big three for causing stress. So starting a new job.
No, the work's the thing that's keeping my mind off my troubles.
Yeah, I suppose a corpse will do that.
Janet Detmeyer. She lived here alone. She's been dead for about 2 hours. Judging by the splatter patterns, I say she saw someone come through that window, and she caught 3 bullets running for the phone. All her jewelry's missing. I say it's a robbery gone bad.
So what'd they drag me out of bed for? You got this covered. You want my job, too?
No, but I could go for another cup of coffee. Easy on the sugar this time. Go.
Councilman Watson show up yet?
This early on a Saturday? He likes big-ticket murders. Weekdays, 9 to 5. There's no sound bites here.
It's his wife in the body bag. She ditched him a couple months ago, started calling herself Miss Something or Other and wearing a Wonder Bra.
We've been trying to reach him on the phone. There's no answer. We're headed over there now.
Let's go. Councilman Watson? It's the police.
I'll look around.
How long are we gonna stand around out here making noise? You got a better idea? We go in, without a warrant and without probable cause. Watson's on the police commission. I hate to hear one of your bad ideas.
Hey, you want to see this?
It's blood.
There's more over here on the doorknob. Maybe we ought to knock louder this time.
Knock, knock.
Who are you?
Steve Sloan, homicide.
No wonder he didn't hear anything.
Sleeping pills, huh? How many of these did you take?
I don't know. 3 or 4? What the hell's this all about?
Blood in the sink in the bathtub. Maybe you had a nosebleed.
Is capable of committing such a vicious crime?
Let me just say this. I have the highest regard for Mr. Watson, although I do believe that he is quite capable of doing anything to promote his own personal interest.
Well, some people are going to say that this arrest smells of a personal agenda.
I would say half of those people work for your newspaper, ma'am. I'm also quite prepared for them to call this a battle over the mayor's office, regardless of the fact that neither Mr. Watson nor myself have announced our intention to run.
So you truly believe that Councilman Watson is guilty?
Well, corruption, personal and professional, yes. I'm trying to destroy everything that real Americans believe in. Well, I suggest you check his record.
Of murder, Chief. Is he guilty of murdering his wife?
Well, now, that's some question, isn't it? I don't believe it would be appropriate for me to answer that at this time. Do you? Yes, thank you.
I think we just bought ourselves some commendations.
I hope that's all we bought.
You know me, Mark. Do you honestly believe I could do what they're saying?
You've been my patient for a long time, Matt, but Steve's my son, and he's a good cop.
He's one of the few.
I have to tell you, Matt, he believes you're guilty.
As he should, based on the evidence. I've had a very public and very bitter separation from Janet, and there was blood all over my house, but I did not put it there.
Who did?
There could have been 50 people marching through my house for all I know. I went to bed at 8 and didn't wake up until I was being arrested, thanks to the tranquilizers you prescribed. First decent night's sleep I had since the separation.
You know, Steve was right there, Matt. I mean, if he had seen evidence being planted, he would expose it.
If he saw it, the officer who found the blood was Tony Stang. My commission on police brutality named him one of the 12 worst cops on the force and urged his immediate termination. Masters ignored the recommendation, of course.
It's hard for me to believe, Matt, that police officers will let a murderer go and frame an innocent man just to silence a critic.
How about to protect a corrupt power structure from the one man who stands a chance of bringing it down?
Thank you for seeing me, Captain Pike. I just talked to Matthew Watson.
And he told you he was being framed.
He makes a strong argument.
Go ahead, Doctor. Follow that thought wherever it takes you.
Well, I just want to rule out the possibility that what Watson's saying is true.
Don't we all? If you do find anything odd, I'd appreciate it if you'd come to me before the press.
Of course.
There was only one officer at the councilman's home that was also at the crime scene. And he's going to take the biggest fall.
I know.
You expecting a siege?
Matter of fact, we are.
Watson says he's framed. 10 seconds later, your dad's down here trying to prove it. The way I see it, the crap's gonna start hitting us any minute. But you got nothing to worry about, do you?
My father's Watson's doctor. It's just a courtesy.
Yeah, and my dentist is on the way down here, too.
What chance do we have against a city councilman and his powerful allies?
All my father wants is the truth. We know what happened out there. You got nothing to worry about.
Oh, so the truth is gonna protect me. I feel so much better already, don't you, Fred?
I'll feel better after I fire a couple of dozen rounds at the shooting range.
Reminds you, old man, who the good guys are, huh? We're the ones wearing the badges.
Put them on there to second. Careful, folks, come through.
Wow.
Hey.
I had no idea so many people got killed in L.A.
Well, they're not all murders, Jesse. Some of them are accidents, some of them are deaths by undetermined causes, some are burn victims or parachutes that didn't open, drowning victims, people at sea for days before they wash up on the beach.
Please remind me to never do that again.
Jesse, I'm sure you're not down at my lab for a tour. What's up?
Actually, Mark sent me here to get the workup on Janet Watson.
No mystery there. Cause of death was a .38 caliber bullet, which punctured her aorta.
Huh. What about a tox screen?
Nothing unusual, just trace amounts of acetaminophen and pseudoephedrine hydrochloride.
Cold medicine. Well, did you find anything that could possibly clear Councilman Watson?
No, but I may have found something that could convict him. That was definitely Janet Watson's blood all over his house.
Doesn't look too good.
I don't think I've ever seen an exercise bike like this before.
You can ride 7,000 different routes all over the world.
You still in France?
No, past the border about 3 miles back. Just outside of Gstaad now. Look out! Oh! Where you been?
Nowhere as exotic. I've been backtracking Janet's movements for the past 24 hours. She was home all day except for a trip to the drugstore for some cold medicine.
Well, maybe she was followed by one of those home invasion guys.
Mm-hmm. And maybe space aliens came to take her back to the mothership.
No, they use phasers, not bullets.
Whoa!
My point is, any theory
buddy.
is possible. Right now, all of our proof points to Councilman Watson. He's not helping himself by refusing to talk to the police.
Except to say that he's innocent.
Which is somehow less compelling than the fact that his wife's blood was found all over his house.
Let me see that file again. I think we may have missed something.
A bullet avulsed the inferior branch of the right main pulmonary artery, causing massive internal hemorrhaging, death. And that's it for you, Mr. Fitz. Who's next?
He's the last one.
There are no more bodies? What about the 5-car pileup?
You cleared that up before lunch.
Well, let's do them again. Maybe we missed something.
That's what we did after lunch.
Well, let's fill out the report on that drowning victim.
Done.
I think we've waited long enough to order those supplies. Let's get down to it.
I got down to it this morning.
My, aren't we efficient?
I have to be to keep up with you, Dr. Bentley.
Do you mind if I go? I've got a date with a guy in radiology.
Oh, no, you go. You have a good time. I'm gonna stick around here. I'm gonna finish up, stuff. Dr. Amanda Bentley, staff pathologist, adjunct county medical examiner. What have you got?
Amanda? I'm sorry to bother you, but did you do a tox screen on the blood samples found at Councilman Watson's house?
Sure did. Came up clean.
No drugs or preserving agents?
Nothing at all.
Okay. Thanks, Amanda.
Hold on. I'm happy to do the autopsy over again if you like.
Well, no, that's not really necessary.
Are you sure? I don't mind.
No, I appreciate the offer, Amanda, but I got what I need here. I appreciate the work.
You wanted to see me?
Sit down, detective.
You here to check my hemorrhoids? Is there something I don't know?
I said sit down. I never liked you, Stang. I fight for you because you clear cases. When Watson's commission called you dirty, I persuaded them you were just being over-enthusiastic. Made sure you kept your job.
I never got around to baking you a batch of cookies.
Shut up, Stang. Being a cop in this town is a lousy job. But if you do it right, I'm not going to make it any worse by busting you over the small stuff.
That's what makes you such a hero to all us little guys, Captain.
You have one chance to save your badge here, detective. You want to take it or you want to mouth off. As long as you're clean, no one's going to mess with you while I'm around. But if you're dirty, nothing you
Who says
can
I'm
do...
dirty? What does he know?
Right now, I just think that you framed Councilman Watson for murder.
You think? I don't have to sit here and listen to this crap.
You had a motive. You hated Matthew Watson.
Look, I admit, I crossed him off my Christmas list a long time ago. But you find one cop in this department who likes that guy. Go ahead, Pike. Tell me you voted for him.
You had motive, and you had opportunity. You were the one who went out behind the house alone and found the blood on the steps, and you found the blood in the bathroom.
Now, where do you think I got all this blood? Oh, wait. Your son must have given me a big dripping swab from the crime scene, told me to go paint the place with it.
Well, that's where you made your mistake. That blood didn't come from the crime scene.
What are you talking about?
Janet Watson was taking cold medication. There was no sign of it in the blood at Councilman Watson's house.
It means the blood didn't come from Janet Watson the day she was killed, but sometime before.
That's premeditation.
And murder one.
I want to see my PBA rep.
That's the way you want it. If you want to talk, I'm willing to make a deal with you, but it's a limited time offer. I want your answer when I get back.
There goes my career and my pension.
You didn't frame Watson, he did.
You think that makes a difference? I was his partner. He goes down, so do I.
Councilman Watson was just released 10 minutes ago, and he's already scheduled a news conference outside City Hall tomorrow morning.
If he really cared about the city, he'd keep his mouth shut.
Well, his wife was murdered, his reputation ruined. You can't blame him for trying to get it back.
You don't have to hold a press conference to do it. The public already mistrusts us. Exploiting the situation, he's just making things worse. We get bloody up there.
You're going to be right in the middle of it.
I made the bus with Stang in Halloran. I'm already in the middle of it.
Doesn't help that your father brought down a fellow policeman. I'm afraid I made a pariah out of him.
Stang was dirty. The rest I can live with.
It's locked.
Oh, no.
I'll get the door.
He's dead.
You couldn't have known what he'd do.
I shouldn't have left him alone. He was a cop. There was no other choice.
Maybe. Where the hell did he get the gun?
Could have been his throwdown weapon. He kept it in an ankle holster.
Never know when you might shoot an unarmed suspect and need a weapon to plant on him.
Guns have a habit of disappearing, even if they're there. You've been on the streets, you know that.
Get Stang's gun down to ballistics. And spread the word that any officer in my precinct carrying a second weapon better lose it today. Dismissed.
This shocking injustice proves what I've been saying for years about this police department. They don't serve the badge. They don't serve the community. They don't serve the law. They serve Chief Masters and his personal agenda. So we demand the chief's immediate resignation and an in-depth reinvestigation of every case Detective Stang worked during his long and deplorable career.
Steve is right that kind of rhetoric can cause war in the streets.
I hate to say it, Mark, but the councilman has a point, and you helped prove it. The police framed them.
You know, there's too many questions unanswered to just leave it at Stang's suicide. Who killed Janet Watson? Where did Stang get Janet's blood?
I may have a lead on that. After Stang's suicide, I reopened the autopsy of Janet Watson, and I discovered a nearly healed puncture in the crook of her arm, which would be consistent with someone drawing blood. So I called a family doctor, and he said he hadn't seen her in months.
Well, maybe she gave blood. I can go down to the local blood bank and see if she made a donation recently.
Oh, that is a good idea. Can you get on it this afternoon?
Yeah, but you know, there's still one thing I don't understand. If Stang murdered her, why didn't he just use blood from the scene?
There's only one reason I can think of.
She's talking to the chief, huh?
They offered a course in lip reading at the academy. I never regretted skipping it until now.
You think they're talking about your future?
My what?
It's not necessarily over for you, Fred.
Yeah. I hear Burger Town is always looking for experienced security guards.
And that's the way I feel about that, Captain. Lieutenant, aren't you aware that there's a meeting going on in here?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
I
but-
asked Detective Sloan to bring me the ballistics report on Stang's gun as soon as it was ready.
I see. Yes, may I? Thank you. Have you seen this?
Yes, sir. It appears that Stang's gun was the same weapon used to kill Janet Watson.
I can't believe it.
Who else knows about this?
No one, sir. The techs didn't know whose gun they were testing.
Good, let's keep it that way.
Are you thinking of trying to bury this? I mean, if Stang really murdered Janet Watson, then we have a case.
Captain, this is an ongoing police investigation. We will announce the results when we have the entire truth.
Word gets out. It always does. And then we look as if we have something to hide.
Lieutenant, when Officer Stang entered Councilman Watson's house, where were you?
Right next to him, sir.
And who made the actual arrest?
I did.
And who was in charge of the ballistics report on Officer Stang's gun? Yes, well, you see, it already looks like we have something to hide now, doesn't it?
Sir, if you're suggesting that
I'm
I
not
hit some-
suggesting anything, Lieutenant. The press will do that. And the suggestion that there's a police conspiracy to murder Janet Watson and blame it on her husband is enough to sink us all.
That's why we should come forth with everything we know as soon as possible.
Captain, I don't think I need to remind you that it's taken this department 5 years and 3 police chiefs to get over the last scandal we had. I don't believe we could withstand another one. You may bury that.
Captain?
It's not the crime that brings you down. It's the cover-up.
And we're right in the middle. But maybe we can get out.
We can't release the ballistics report. Not against the chief's explicit order.
If we can get independent evidence confirming our suspicions.
Get us a search warrant for Stang's apartment. And, Steve, do it quietly. Pike. Dr. Sloan is where? Dr. Sloan,
Hi.
what are you doing in here?
Well, yeah, I have found that if I revisit the scene of a crime, sometimes I can get a fresh perspective on things.
Then shouldn't you be over at Janet Watson's house?
Well, we pretty well know what happened over there. What we don't know is what happened right here.
Stang jammed the door shut and blew the back of his head off.
What if he didn't?
Are you suggesting he was murdered?
I'm suggesting the possibility.
Well, even if we forget that he was holding the gun that killed Janet Watson and that his hand had powder burns, the door was jammed shut from the inside, the windows are barred, and the mirror wasn't broken until I threw a chair through it.
I know. But consider this. Janet Watson gave blood at a City Hall blood drive 3 days ago. Now the bag's disappeared.
But if Stang killed Janet Watson, why would he bother to take a bag of blood that was drawn 3 days before? Oh, that's why you think someone else is involved. Someone afraid that Stang might talk.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's just assume for the moment that that's how it actually happened. How could it have been done?
Well, the killer would come in, pull his gun, and off Stang, put the gun in his hand, and jam a chair under the doorknob with about 10 seconds to get out. But how?
Look at these iron bars over here. They're all rusty. Even the lock's rusty. But look closely at the lock there. All the rust is gone right around the loop.
Means it's been opened recently.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Where are the keys to that lock kept?
In the desk sergeant's drawer. We'll have him check for prints, but it's probably a waste of time.
Who knows about those keys?
Every cop in the precinct, in case of a fire or some other emergency. There's just one big problem with your theory. There was no time between the sound of the gunshot and us breaking into the room for the killer to get away.
We are assuming that the gunshot we heard was the shot that killed Stang. What if it wasn't? What if the killer used a silencer to shoot Stang, put the weapon in his hand, escaped through that barred window, climbed in a nearby room, and safely away from the crime scene, used another gun to fire off a blank, and that's the shot that we heard?
Well, that makes sense. But how do you explain the powder burns on Stang's hand?
Stang and Halloran went to the shooting range a couple hours before he was killed.
And there must have been 50 cops there who saw him and saw an opportunity. What happened to that search warrant on Stang's place?
It's right here, Captain.
Let's go, Lieutenant.
Captain, I've got something. It's the Red Cross bag containing Janet Watson's blood. Found it out in the trash.
Good work.
What have you got?
Trouble for all of us. I found it taped under the drawer. It's a police intelligence file on Councilman Watson. It's from the chief's office. I want to say this clearly and without equivocation. Individuals in this department have framed Councilman Watson for murder and, in all probability, were involved in the killing of his wife. And it appears that Detective Stang planted Janet Watson's blood on the councilman's property, and it also appears that Detective Stang's gun was the murder weapon. I share your horror at this abuse of the public trust, but I urge you not to condemn the entire department because of a few corrupt officers. I promise you that we will find the truth, no matter where it leads. Councilman,
I want to thank Captain Pike for her honesty and courage. It's good to know there are still a few police officers in this city we can believe in.
Is Chief Masters behind this plot
What's
against you?
Detective Stang murder?
Is Captain Pike being considered to replace the chief?
My office will be releasing a detailed statement within the hour. Thank you.
Is there going to be...
Are you all right?
Oh, I feel terrible.
How long has his arm been twitching like that?
Oh, about a couple of hours. It's just nerves.
I don't think so. You're burning up. Steve, would you call an ambulance right away?
Still think I got a future here?
That depends on how much you knew about what Stang was doing.
You want to be a help, grab that box for some of this crap.
Long Beach refinery standoff. I was still in the academy then. Watch you bringing out those hostages on TV.
Yeah, I was a big hero that day. Great things in my future.
What happened, Fred?
Stang happened.
I guess a dirty partner doesn't do much for your reputation.
A suspect gets a couple of bruises on the way back to the precinct. A gun gets dropped at the shooting scene. Doesn't matter which partner did it. You're a team.
You could have said something.
Right.
That's not the department way, is it? We don't talk, we take action.
What are you getting at?
Stang didn't kill himself.
Yeah, that didn't seem much like his style. Oh, you think I look good for popping him, huh?
You were the first one at the interrogation room door.
I had to go to the can. The door was locked. I was waiting outside. As a crack detective, you must have observed that the interrogation is right next door to the bathroom.
That's your story?
You got motive, you got opportunity. Go ahead, cuff me. What the hell do I care? That son of a bitch, Stang, he couldn't be content just humiliating Watson. He had to try and destroy him.
Humiliating him? How?
With his wife, of course.
Stang and Janet Watson?
She got off sleeping with the one cop her husband hated the most, and Stang said it was the same for him.
And you never thought to mention that?
Who would it have helped?
Hi. Hey. I see the bike tour's been treating you well. Pedaling the green hills of Africa.
Try the steep hills of Spain.
I'd like to. Think I can get a flight today?
Well, I came by to see how you were doing. Now I know. Stang things getting to you.
Oh, no, I love being despised by everyone I work with.
You remember back in college, you found out the quarterback was getting the test questions early?
And I let you convince me to go to the administration.
You took a lot of heat back then. Came out all right.
I got cut from the squad. My car got torched in a parking lot, and I couldn't get a date my entire junior year.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you saw a wrong and you made it right. I mean, that's what's important.
Especially if you ignore the fact that the quarterback got drafted by the pros, the coach re-upped with a huge raise, and they expelled some poor grad student who got blamed for the whole thing.
I could have sworn there was a life's lesson in there somewhere.
The guilty were rewarded, the innocent were punished, and I got shafted.
Okay, the football story is a bad example.
No, I think it's pretty much dead on. You know, I hate myself for even thinking this, but in a way, everybody would have been better off if you'd never proven the blood was planted.
Well, except for Matthew Watson, who'd be facing a death penalty for a crime he didn't commit.
And what a loss that would be. But I told you I hated myself. We're talking about bringing down the chief of police here.
You know it's the right thing to do.
So is exposing the quarterback. So why is he making $14 million a year and I'm checking to see if my car's on fire yet?
You remember back in high school when you got caught cheating on exams?
I got away with that, Dad.
You never told me that.
Hey, I thought your shift ended hours ago.
Oh, it did. I just have a lot of work to do, Jesse.
I'm sure it's nothing that can't wait. They're dead. They'll be dead tomorrow. You want to go home and see CJ before he goes to bed?
CJ's with Colin this week. There's only a big empty house waiting for me.
Well, I tell you, my shift is over after I see this next patient. Maybe we can go see that new movie, Jack Blood, Action Fist? Huh? It's gonna be good. He drives a monster truck with these rocket launchers.
Thanks, Jesse, really. But I want to finish my work.
Okay. I know what you're doing. And I did the same thing when my parents got divorced.
You removed a liver?
I joined every club. I tried out for every team. I volunteered for every charity. I even hung around after school to help clean rooms with the custodians. I mean, I would do anything except go home and face that pain. But I tell you, it catches up with you.
Okay. I'm fine, Jesse. I just want to finish my work.
Okay. Hey, but I'll still save a seat for you at Action Fist.
Thanks.
Oh, Doctor, this will teach me to eat fish tacos off a roach coach.
Well, that's a good rule to keep in mind, but your condition actually has nothing to do with food poisoning.
What then?
I'm looking at the files that your doctor sent over, and there's no record of a tetanus shot in the past 10 years. We've started aggressive treatment, and I think that we caught it early enough that with a little luck, you'll be out of here in a day or two.
What if I'm not lucky, Doctor?
Let's not worry about that until we have to, okay? Just get some rest. Why don't you continue IBD 5W, half normal, safe?
Pike, what the hell are you thinking?
Sir, this really isn't a good time.
Yes. Let me remind you who the chief of police is here, and it's not you. And by the way, I will decide what goes public, no one else. You understand that?
I don't let suspects in a homicide dictate how I handle an investigation.
Oh, so we're playing politics, are we? Let me ask you a question. What kind of an arrangement did you make with Mr. Watson?
You wanted the ballistics report on Stang's gun suppressed. Steve and I found an intelligence file on Watson from your office at Stang's place. You added up.
You don't see how you're being played by this bastard, do you? You don't see that all you're doing is tearing down the police department so he can become mayor?
I'm doing my job.
Yes, I can see that. Oh. And Lieutenant Sloan, may I be the first to congratulate you. You see, when or if Miss Pike becomes chief, what's that gonna make you?
Tell me you've got good news.
You tell me.
Stang's phone records.
Look at that number. It appears more than 30 times.
That's the chief's private line.
Chief?
We have to talk. I'm taking over the Watson investigation while Captain Pike is in the hospital.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
Well, I thank you for your opinion, but give me everything you have on the case.
I can't do that, sir.
Lieutenant, as long as you're wearing that badge, you'll do exactly what I tell you to do.
Is that what you told Stang?
Give me your files and your notes right now.
I don't share the details of an ongoing investigation with a suspect. And like it or not, Chief, you're a suspect.
I am still the same police officer I was when I walked a beat in South Central Los Angeles, Lieutenant. Don't ever forget that. And I don't break the law. I enforce it.
Then you know why it has to be this way. If you have a problem with that, fire me.
You had better hope this turns out the way you think it's going to. Because when it's all over with, I'll be standing. The question is, will you?
Get that thing away from me.
Well, you look like you could use a little pick-me-up.
Well, you know, that's what I said to myself the last 600 cups that I poured.
You know, I'm sure you could use some time off. Why don't you go away somewhere for a while?
Mark, I can't do that. I have too much work. Besides, I have 6 autopsies waiting for me. Thanks for reminding me.
Hospital X-ray tech to 5E. Hospital X-ray technician to 5E.
She's working too hard.
She's running.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, what'd you find out?
I checked with the department's janitorial service. They cleaned the restroom the night before Stang's death.
What about the observation room mirror?
They did every room on the floor, including all windows and mirrors.
That was what I was afraid of.
Dad, this seems like an odd time to be concerned with the sanitary conditions of my workplace. What's going on?
Unfortunately, it proves that Stang was murdered by Cynthia Pike.
That can't be right.
You remember how Captain Pike got into the interrogation room?
Yeah, she shattered a mirror and climbed through. Cut herself pretty badly doing it.
What if she cut herself deliberately?
Why?
To hide the fact that she had already cut herself on those rusty iron bars. And what she didn't know, that she had already infected herself with tetanus when she did.
Which you can't get from a clean mirror.
Why would she do it?
Well, I don't know. I have an idea, but I don't think we'll know until we bring down the leader of this conspiracy.
Pike and Stang were in this together?
I didn't want to believe it myself at first.
Oh, I still don't.
Pike killed your wife. Stang planted the blood.
I just told the city she had my complete trust, for God's sake.
That's exactly what she wanted you to do. Everything is going just as she planned, along with Chief Masters, of course.
But why?
All the things you thought before, to ruin you and to give Masters a clear shot at the mayor's seat.
And he'd make her the first female chief of police in L.A. history. But when Dad figured out you were being framed, Pike decided to make Stang the fall guy and save herself.
Pike killed Stang and tried to make it look like a suicide, but she made a couple of mistakes. One fatal. She contracted tetanus, and she's not responding to treatment.
Well, if she dies, we'll never be able to prove Masters was behind this.
There might be a way. Offer the chief a deal. Tell him you know about the intelligence file at Stang's, and you'll exonerate him if he drops out of the race and endorses you for mayor. And wear this when you do it.
What's the matter? Couldn't find any good empty warehouses or abandoned amusement parks?
Well, why am I here?
Because the next time we meet, I'll be wearing this. I'll offer to make you a deal, on tape, that will implicate you in my wife's death in the plot to frame me. It's your last chance to save yourself.
Councilman Watson, you may eavesdrop on every one of my conversations till the day I drop dead. It's not going to do you any good because we both know I had nothing to do with this.
It sure looks like you did. That'd be enough to ruin you, unless I help you out. So tomorrow we can put on an act that'll clear you and put all the blame on Pike and Stang.
And what do I have to do? Forget about a couple of your parking tickets?
No, I want you to drop out of the race. Endorse me and use your resources on my behalf while I'm in office.
And how will you explain what's happened?
We'll say Pike and Stang were lovers, and she found out he was sleeping with my wife and didn't like it. So Pike figured out a way to kill her and lay everything on Stang.
And you'll say that Pike planted the blood at your house, knowing that Dr. Sloan would clear you and go after Stang. Captain Pike kills Stang, makes it look like a suicide, end of story.
Now you're getting the hang of it.
Do you think Captain Pike will go along with it?
Pike is dying. And even if she makes it, who would believe her? If you and I support each other.
You know, Councilman Watson, it sounds very good. I bet it even sounds better on tape. You see, it was a good thing one of us was wired.
Watson's story is pretty close to the truth, Chief, with one crucial difference. He was the one having an affair with Captain Pike.
He killed his wife and planted the blood on his own property. We framed Stang, and I killed him. The only thing Stang was guilty of was bad luck.
Shut up, Cynthia.
You were willing to sacrifice me to save yourself. One good turn deserves another, honey.
You did it all so Masters would be disgraced, Watson would become mayor, and you'd be the new chief of police.
Get him out of here. Officer Halloran, I'm very sorry about what's happened to you. I'll make it right.
Yeah, sure. Beats Burger Town.
How did you know it was me?
When I realized that Pike killed Stang, I had to ask myself the question, well, who benefited from all this? Not Masters, certainly. I couldn't have proved one thing if you hadn't tried one last little manipulation. I counted on you being a politician right to the end, and you were.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Lieutenant, I do. Come in. Would you please excuse us for a moment?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Captain Blake from North Hollywood will be taking over here.
He's a good man.
Yes, well, he does his job. Nothing more, nothing less. He's too busy thinking about his pension, not his politics.
Well, then I hope the department saves up for a nice gold watch for him. I'm not holding out hope for mine.
Let me tell you something, Lieutenant. This is my department. I will not tolerate any type of opposition from within. I want all my police officers out in the field closing cases, not attending to some personal political agenda. You'll be staying. But if you ever move against me again, I will crush you. A lieutenant. That was very good police work.
What was so urgent that I had to stop here on my way to work?
Amanda, I know it's out of your way, but this couldn't wait.
I can handle it.
I hate to interrupt your busy schedule, but this is something that's really important. I just found out that Dr. Hugo Arbuthnot, the famed forensic anthropologist, is giving a demonstration of his new technique for reconstructing human skulls out of bone shards. You got to see it.
That's great. When, where? I'll go.
Well, here's the hard part. It's in Hawaii in 7 hours. Here's your plane ticket. Here's your reservation. I am really sorry, Amanda.
Well, it's no problem. It's a 5-hour flight that gives me 2 hours to situate CJ with my mom. I'm on my way.
Oh,
See you
I sure
later.
appreciate it.
Thanks. Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on, move it out of my way!
What do you think she'll do when she gets there and finds out there's no Dr. Arbuthnot? No demonstration.
I hope she just blasts it off and finds herself a nice little spot on the beach.
If she doesn't,
We got 7 hours to come up with a plan.
Oh, the sand bass are jumping right in the boat, Dad. You should have come with me. No, that's what those patches are for, so you don't get seasick. What are you complaining about? Usually take half my catch anyway. Yeah, Well, look, I'm gonna stay out on the boat tonight, get in a couple more hours at sunrise. Hey, don't panic. I'll be there on time. All right. I'll see you then. Bye.
You know what time it is?
Doesn't matter. I'm covered for the whole night.
It's after midnight. It's my birthday. I'm 18.
Happy birthday.
It means I'm a woman.
Oh. Listen, you've been a woman for a long time.
It's nice. What I mean is I'm an adult, publicly and legally, which means we can be too.
Allison.
You always said someday. This is the perfect someday.
Listen. The reasons for keeping quiet haven't
We
changed.
have after tonight. We have every right to stand up together for the whole world to see. Can you imagine what they'll say? I'll drop out of stupid Princeton and we can be together all the time. It's not like you're married or anything. Ow, ow! That hurts.
Sorry.
I'll be the perfect hostess for all your dinner parties. All those balls, all those fancy clothes. People will be green with envy at what a perfect couple will make.
It's my distinct pleasure and honor to be here today. For nothing could please me more as I retire from the bench than to see my son take my place and carry on the McReynolds family tradition. To fight for dignity and honor, to protect our country from lawlessness, to uphold the constitutions of the United States and the state of California. And I'm grateful to my fellow justices for allowing me to administer the oath of office for the state Supreme Court to my eldest son, David.
Hi. Nice sign.
Yeah, well, you should have been around when they were scraping the old one off.
Fingernails on the blackboard?
No, more like a Bela Lugosi film. You had the body on the table, the screeching noises in the hall.
Are you sure you want to be the assistant medical examiner?
Absolutely. I love it, except for the paperwork. Found water in the girl's lungs, along with ammonium hydroxide, cetyl alcohol, sodium bicarbonate, mineral oil, dimethic... Okay, hair dye and bubble bath.
And it's definitely a homicide?
Absolutely. The bruising on her shoulders indicates the killer held her down something like this.
I get it.
Is she really Jeffrey Porter's daughter?
Oh, yeah. Teenage daughter of media mogul dies in no-name motel. These are the ones I live for.
Nice to know your life's so fulfilling.
Inhalation therapist to CCU. Inhalation therapist report to CCU nurses station.
Dad.
Where you going?
Well, my body's headed for ER. I don't know where the rest of me is going.
Stayed up late watching Red Tide.
Yeah, well, you should have seen it. It looked like every wave was lit up from the inside.
I don't know why you were so enamored of something that kills fish.
It's a natural phenomenon. Helps balance the ecosystem.
Well, if the ecosystem's in that much trouble, I got a rod and reel at home in the closet.
What do you got?
We got a male, late 40s, known heroin user, hypertensive tachycardia from probable drug overdose. BP is 180 over 100, pulse 130. Hey, it looks like somebody cut his new supply with PCP or cocaine.
All right, let's get some restraints on him.
Let's get a tax screen, blood alcohol, CBC, lights, blood glucose, and a chest x-ray in case he's aspirated anything. And start him on lactated ringers.
Yes, doctor.
Anybody find his works?
Otis, can you hear me?
Where is your works, Otis?
We can't help you if you don't tell us.
There you go.
Pocket.
Great. Love digging through pockets.
Be careful.
Sir, calm down.
What do we have here? Mine. No, I don't think so, Otis. Look at this.
I don't believe it.
I don't either. He could have bought enough junk for a year with this stuff. Why does he still have it on him?
Because it was too hot to unload. This is a custom-made Brutaletti match set belonging to Allison Porter.
You have good taste.
Stolen from the motel room where she was found murdered yesterday morning. Place was clean. We hardly found any trace evidence. Just some random fingerprints and a single earring.
Part of the set.
Congratulations, Dad. Every cop in L.A. has been looking for this guy.
Well, hang on a minute until he's stabilized. He's not going anywhere.
Well, at least we got him. Maybe the DA will quit paging me every 30 minutes.
Detective Sloan, good to see you.
Mr. District Attorney?
I wanted to congratulate you personally on behalf of my friends, the Porters, for your fine work.
Well, I didn't really...
This is Judge David McReynolds, who feels the same way.
I know I speak for Helen and Jeffrey when I say how much we appreciate you putting the scum that killed Allison behind bars.
Well, actually, I still have a couple of questions. Like, why your daughter flew out here from Princeton without even telling you she was coming?
It was her birthday the day she was killed, her 18th.
I didn't realize.
She was obviously trying to surprise her parents, spend the day with them. Although I fail to see the relevance. This case is open and shut, isn't it?
We're just trying to be thorough, Your Honor.
I understand that. But you will allow that this is very important to me, both personally and professionally. I've known Allison Porter since the day she was born. She did not deserve to die like that.
No, sir.
Now, what the junkie deserves, on the other hand, is to find out how swiftly our system of justice can deal with someone like him. The sooner he's on death row, the better off our society will be. This'll go smoothly, won't it, Detective?
I don't see any reason why it wouldn't.
Yeah, I stole that stuff. It's what I do. But she was dead when I got there. But who's going to believe a junkie, even when he's telling the truth?
Otis, they might if you give them a good reason, but I haven't heard one yet.
Have you met this girl's parents?
No.
I can tell you how they are. Lost, angry, blaming everybody, including each other. I had a daughter. She was 14.
What happened?
A drunk. She and her mother were driving back from the movie. They didn't even get to the hospital.
Otis, I'm sorry.
No parent should have to go through that.
Allison Porter's parents are going through it right now, Otis.
That's what I'm saying. I saw him on TV. Kill the junkie, he said. Scum like that deserve to die.
He's angry.
He should be, but not at me. His eyes were like mine before found a way to forget for a little while.
You shouldn't forget, Otis. Remembering keeps them alive.
I know. I do remember. Just like he does.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Otis called me.
Oh, well, there's a good reason.
He's helping me. You were gonna haul me off to jail when I was sick, but he said no. First person to care about me in years.
Was sick what they're calling it these days?
I didn't kill her!
Tell me something I didn't expect to hear.
I am not so sure Otis did it.
What are you getting at, Dad?
Look, if you're sitting in a tub and somebody walks right in on you, you're going to jump up and try to fight him off.
Allison's body should have been bruised, and it's not, just her shoulders.
So the killer was behind her, which means it was someone she knew and trusted.
I kept wondering why she checked into a motel like that anyway.
Seems like Jeffrey Porter's daughter would have enough money or credit cards to hide out in the Ritz.
Unless she was meeting someone she didn't want her parents to know about.
And why did she have all the fancy clothing and custom-made jewelry with her? And why was she coloring her hair?
I'll admit, it does raise a few questions.
It also raises a few reasonable doubts.
Her father's been all over the TV like a one-man lynch mob. He's going to make it very difficult to impanel an unbiased jury.
You know, that's a good point. Think I'll call Judge McReynolds Sr. Maybe he can get his son to ask Porter to ease up a little bit, just for the sake of a fair trial.
Well, there goes my open and shut case.
Dr. Sloan, over here.
Judge McReynolds, sorry I'm a little late.
Don't worry, we got some sand bass left. David?
Oh.
He caught him fresh Sunday night.
Well, I don't want to deprive you gentlemen.
That's all right. My ulcer and I have had our limit. By the way, I'm late for a meeting. I better get these guys home. Perhaps next time our schedules won't be so crowded.
I'd like that, Judge. Why?
You're not required to eat them, Dr. Sloan.
Good. Is that a Tushler you've got on?
Yes, it is. I'm impressed you recognize it.
I love fine watches. The precision and craftsmanship in those. You know, that's the best thing money can buy.
One of my few indulgences.
Oh, I wish it was one of mine. But you know, working around a hospital, they tend to get even more stained than that.
Damn, I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, that's a shame. How'd that happen?
Probably refinishing the deck last week. That teak stain is tough to get out.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. That is a beautiful boat, I must say.
Thank you.
Your other indulgence?
No, it's a necessity. Take a look around, Doctor.
Well, it's pretty nice here.
Yeah, not a casual observer, perhaps, but take a closer look. There's an armed guard in the parking lot. We got a security gate at the dock. We didn't need either one 20 years ago.
Oh, it's sure a more complicated world these days.
And a lot less civilized. We've bent the laws so much that common decency's become an endangered species. That's why I like going out on the ocean. Still obeys the natural laws in a way that man has ceased to do.
So that's why the boat's a necessity.
Well, I don't go out to forget about armed guards and security gates as much as I do to regain the strength I need to deal with people who force us to live like this.
You know something? You sound just exactly like your dad.
Pretty good model, huh?
I'd say.
He tells me you're a little concerned with Jeffrey Porter's behavior.
Yeah, it isn't that I don't understand how he feels, losing a daughter like that.
But he is getting a little carried away, I agree.
Just a little.
I'll talk to him. His being so vocal about this trial could be detrimental, and he doesn't need that, because thankfully this is open and shut.
Good, good.
So you didn't find anything, right?
A lot of dead fish.
Good.
And a lot more questions.
Not good.
David McReynolds is hiding something, and I don't know what. But I know one thing for certain. Otis didn't kill Allison Porter.
Mrs. Porter, I just want to ask you a few questions.
Why would the medical examiner want to know about Allison?
I'm just trying to help the police get a better picture of what happened to your daughter.
We know what happened. We think we know what happened.
She was lovely. You must have been very proud of her.
Sometimes. It's just, well, you know how children can be. Willful and headstrong.
Don't always know what's best for them.
I think she was afraid to leave home. Princeton was too far away. But fortunately, David McReynolds convinced her it would be a wonderful opportunity. David's been a very good friend for a long time.
She wasn't coming out here to surprise you for her birthday, was she?
Of course she was. That was just like her.
No, it wasn't. You know perfectly well she was seeing somebody she didn't want you to know about. She didn't open up to me much once she got older. Not ever, really. I don't know why. But, you know, she called me last week from school. She told me there was somebody special, somebody her father wouldn't approve of. And she wanted me to know that she was happy. And she told me she would tell me all about it very soon, she said.
I just never thought of it.
Judge McReynolds, hi.
Oh, hey, Dr. Sloan. Startled me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Loading up, I see, huh?
Yeah.
Going for albacore? I understand they're running pretty far offshore.
No, actually, I'm going out for more sand bass.
Oh, let me help you.
Thanks. Not that I'm not pleased to see you, but is there a reason for this visit?
Well, yeah, actually, there is. You know, I was a little worried that you and your dad might have gotten sick from that sand bass the other day.
Whatever for?
Well, there was a red tide running on Sunday night, and, you know, they say...
Oh. It locks automatically. I've got to re-enter my code to get it open.
Sorry, I didn't know.
It's all right. Just put your bags down. I'll take the rest of the stuff down myself.
Okay. So anyway, you know, fish caught during a red tide can be a little bit toxic, and I thought I'd better check. Good system. Oh, I should have left that open.
It's all right.
So neither one of you got sick, I understand, huh?
No, no reason we should have. I was fishing out beyond the red tide.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, anyone who fishes the bay knows to be careful about that.
My son says I worry about people too much. Occupational hazard, I guess.
No problem.
You know, that teak stain has so many harsh chemicals in it, it can do damage to skin as well as a watch band.
Well, you don't have to worry there either. Turpentine cleaned up the skin. I got a whole new watch band.
Oh, that's great. Beautiful watch like that. You know, that could get annoying.
No kidding. You were wondering?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering about the toy shed. Where, you know, your band probably costs more than my watch. Of course, those $20 issues that I use last forever. But frankly, if I had a toy shed, I think I'd be worried about it.
Well, that's about it for the supplies. I really appreciate your help, Doctor.
Look at that. Car vacuum cord, right?
Certainly does look like it.
I love these. You know, I have one of these. Works on a battery or the cord and plugs right into the cigarette lighter there.
It's very handy.
You know what I love about these is when you're out on the road, because you never know who's been in a motel room before you.
Unfortunately, that's all that's left of my car vacuum. The rest of it disappeared years ago.
Oh.
Things so frayed is probably dangerous.
Well, you're right. Better safe than sorry, I guess.
I couldn't agree with you more. Thanks for your help, Doctor.
Right.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
No, Mom, when CJ says pain, he means plain, not owie. No, those are two different concepts, I think. No, I'm sure that he was just excited about spending last weekend with his dad, that's all. No, I'm glad you called, Mom. It's no bother. I love you, too. Okay, give him a big hug for me. Right, love you, bye.
Wow. So how's the divorce treating you?
Was I married? I swear the left side of my bed has always been devoted to kids and dogs.
Well, at least you got your mom to help you out now.
Yeah, but she and CJ and the dog stay up all night watching Letterman. I don't get any sleep.
The dog watches Letterman?
Hey, guys. Hey.
Hi.
Dad, your hunch was right. The security system at the marina keeps a log of every passcode that's entered at the gate and the time it's entered.
What about David McReynolds?
According to the records, he punched out at 6:04 Monday morning, 6 hours after Allison Porter was killed.
What time did he punch in to go to the boat?
He didn't.
Maybe somebody let him in as they were leaving so he didn't have to.
No way. McReynolds' office says he called from his car phone about 9 p.m. Said he was almost at the marina. But there are no codes entered at all after 8:30.
I'll bet he jumped the fence. That's the only other way to get in there.
So people would think he was on the water all night while someone killed Allison.
He didn't catch any fish that night.
How do you know?
Well, when I met him and his dad at the marina, they were grilling some sand bass, which he claimed to have caught the night of the murder. But there was a red tide running that night.
Did you talk to McReynolds about it?
Yeah, he said they were fishing out beyond the tide.
That doesn't make sense because sand bass hug the shore. I got this cousin Rodney owns a bait shop. Why would David McReynolds want to kill Allison Porter?
You know, Helen said that Allison was very excited about someone and that she was going to tell her all about it very soon.
What if she was meeting David McReynolds at that motel that night? You know, that Monday, Allison turned 18, and that same day, McReynolds was being sworn into office.
They'd be legal, or she'd be legal.
And that's why she brought all her fancy stuff.
Yeah, so she could attend the swearing-in ceremony and make their relationship public.
And destroy McReynolds' career.
Don't tell me something else is bothering you, Dad.
Well, the other day I noticed he had a dark stain on his watch band. He said he got it from refinishing the teak on his boat, but I looked. The trim on that teak was light.
You said the stain was dark.
About the same color Allison was doing her hair.
Well, he could have gotten the stain when he pushed her under the water.
And then he cleaned up that motel room with a car vacuum.
What car vacuum?
I found a car vacuum cord in the trunk. Of course, it's probably in the bottom of the bay now, along with the car vacuum and the watch band.
It's enough to bring him in for questioning. This is gonna get ugly. Judge McReynolds? Judge McReynolds, it's Detective Steve Sloan. Are you here?
Terrific.
I don't believe this. This man has been a state Supreme Court justice less than a week. This is a tragedy. We needed more judges like him. Consistent, forthright, honest.
Yeah, right.
Fact is, I kind of like the guy. Just wish he'd gotten himself killed in Sacramento. Okay, so what do we got?
Gunshot wound to the base of the skull. Typical execution-style shooting.
And we can assume that .38 is the murder weapon?
Probably. McReynolds has got guns all over the house. My guess is the killer knew that. He picked one, shot him, and wiped the prints. Then left it here, knowing this was the only place we could trace it back to.
Just as effective as pitching it in the ocean. And there's no sign of a break-in?
Either he didn't hear his killer walk up behind him, or he didn't think he had anything to fear. My guess would be the dinner guest.
So he knew his killer.
I'll have the ME run the stomach contents and get the lab to run tests on all the tableware and leftover food.
Sir, no one's allowed.
Judge Peter McReynolds, let me through. Oh, God, no.
Your Honor, you shouldn't be here.
That's my son. Get out of the way. Sir, please, there's nothing you can do. They called, I came. They didn't say why. They didn't say why.
We found prints all over the place, but they're not doing as much good.
What, no ID of any kind?
No, it was McReynolds, his housekeeper, his cook.
Well, those are the ones you'd expect anyway.
Yeah, well, we did get a couple of others. It was Judge McReynolds Sr. and a couple of family friends, including Allison Porter's father.
Hey, well, that could be something.
Well, I doubt it. You know, those prints could have been there for weeks.
Great housekeeping.
We're running the arrest through NCIC, but I'm not too optimistic. And David McReynolds was a criminal court judge. He'd be very careful about who we let into his home.
Wasn't thirsty anyway. What about Allison's personal effects?
I talked to her dean at Princeton. They've already sent her things back to her parents. But I did get this inventory list from the school.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if she has a... There it is, a diary. You know, she's like most young girls. She told it everything.
Including who she met at the motel.
When did you say that her personal effects got to her parents' house?
I didn't. It was yesterday morning around 10 a.m.
That would be less than 12 hours before McReynolds was shot to death. I think it'd be a good idea if we got this diary.
I'll take Amanda along with me. She seemed to connect with the mother. She might be able to get it more easily than I can.
Sorry.
Thank you. Oh, that's just perfect.
This diary is private property.
We believe the motive for Allison's murder is in that diary.
The final entry, Saturday night. Go ahead.
I'm so ready for this. I knew so little when I was 15. But David taught me things I only told you. And now, carpe diem. I go home tomorrow to seize my destiny at David's side.
Where I belong.
Started 3 years ago.
How long have you known?
Since yesterday, when I read the diary. Helen was right. I didn't know my daughter. I wanted to know how she thought about things.
So when you found out it was McReynolds, you went to his house?
As any father would.
Tell them the truth. You were worried about yourself, not about Allison. That's all you've ever worried about. Whether we would embarrass you. Whether David would embarrass you.
What happened at McReynolds' house?
We had a private conversation.
The man had been sexually molesting your daughter for years. I know I'd want to kill him.
You don't get to my position by indulging personal desires, no matter how deeply felt.
So McReynolds survived your private conversation, then what?
I did what I always do when I'm angry. Drove along Pacific Coast Highway for a few hours. Alone.
Anyone see you?
If they did, I'm sure you'll find them.
We will. I checked on McReynolds' phone records the day he was killed. It was his office, 2 state Supreme Court justices, and his car repair. Last call he made was to his father, 3 hours before he was killed.
You know, I'm beginning to wonder if we're maybe not climbing up the wrong tree here.
Barking?
Barking at the wrong tree. It could be that this doesn't have anything to do with Allison Porter at all.
Hey, guys. Amanda wanted me to bring you David McReynolds' autopsy report.
So where is she?
Hacking some guy into little pieces.
Did she tell you if she found anything?
Nah, nothing remarkable. Although she did find pancrelipase in his gastric system.
Synthetic pancreatic enzyme.
Yeah, she talked to his doctor. It turns out that he's had pancreatic insufficiency his entire life.
Well, what do you know?
Hey, you also got a call from Otis's public defender. She says that Porter has gone ballistic again. Says that he's pressuring the DA into pressuring her, into pressuring Otis into copping a plea.
Forgotten about poor Otis. You know, he practically got lost in this whole thing.
Seems to be the way his luck runs.
You know, we may just be able to change that.
Your Honor, your son's phone records show that you were the last person he called. Did he say anything about who he was having dinner with that night?
I don't believe he did. No, I'm sure he didn't.
What did you talk about?
Not much. A case that was under review. We didn't talk for long. Certainly not long enough.
Did he have enemies who might have wanted him dead?
Any jurist of quality has enemies.
Ones he'd let into his home and turn his back on?
You found fingerprints? You have a suspect?
No, nothing yet. I'm sorry, Your Honor. We're still checking. There's one other thing, Your Honor. It's about the Allison Porter case.
Didn't you arrest someone for that?
Yes, but I've got pretty compelling evidence that Otis didn't do it.
For heaven's sakes, let him out and arrest the one who did.
Wish it was that easy. The truth is, I think your son killed Allison Porter.
What?
We know he'd been having a sexual relationship with her since she was 15.
Oh, my God.
We also know he lied about where he was that night. We think she wanted to go public with the relationship, and he killed her to save his reputation and his career.
I trust you have proof of these allegations.
It's all in there. It's mostly hearsay, but in a normal case, it'd be enough to clear Otis, the man we arrested.
But this isn't a normal case.
No, it's not. And since it involves Jeffrey Porter's daughter, I'm afraid it's going to take someone with a little more influence than a police detective to convince the DA.
Someone like me.
That's what Dad and I were hoping. All right, I got it. Thanks.
I hope you turned up something, because I'll tell you, I don't know where to go next.
Well, you're gonna love this. The gun we thought was the murder weapon was the murder weapon.
Well, you think David McReynolds was killed with his own gun.
But it didn't belong to him. It's registered to Helen Porter.
Allison's mother?
I didn't do anything.
Then why was the gun that killed David McReynolds registered to you?
I don't know.
Maybe your husband took it.
Stop it.
Or maybe you took it. Maybe you're the one that killed your daughter's molester.
I didn't. You don't understand. I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
Because you and McReynolds were lovers.
No.
But you had been.
It came and went 20 years ago. David always did like his women young.
But you never suspected that your own daughter would be one of them.
No. David and Jeffrey had been friends since college. David introduced us. It was his way of ending our relationship. No, I never suspected anything.
But you did go to his home intending to kill him, didn't you?
Yes, I did. But I couldn't do it. After all he did, I still couldn't pull the trigger. He took the gun out of my hand. And he looked me in the eye. And he told me he loved her. Bastard.
What time did you leave McReynolds?
About 5 o'clock. I was at Mallory's Coffee in Brentwood until they closed at 11. If I killed him, why would I leave behind my own gun?
You might have if you were proud of what you'd done.
Maybe I would have been. God knows I'm ashamed of my cowardice.
How did you know she and David McReynolds were lovers?
It was the way she said his name the first time we were here. Actually, I didn't know. Good guess, though. Huh?
You get more like Dad every day.
But now, don't you give up. We haven't. All right. That was Otis. The public defender says he's got 24 hours to take involuntary manslaughter, or the DA's going to go for the death penalty.
So Jeffrey Porter's at it again, huh?
Oh, that man likes to get his own way. Well, he can't get his daughter back. He's taking all his grief out on Otis.
But we still don't know that he didn't take his grief out on David McReynolds, too.
The guys had just got the report back on the silverware and the leftover food from McReynolds' dining room.
Find anything?
Yeah, they found some kind of a gelatin and powder mixed together with spilt wine on his tablecloth. And get this, it was enteric pancrelipase.
You sure?
Take a look for yourself.
Why is that surprising? I mean, people who have pancreatitis usually line up their capsules on a table, or am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. They have to take the missing pancreatic enzyme while they're eating so their bodies can absorb the nutrients from their food.
So some wine spilled on one and melted it.
But this is an enteric formula. What Amanda found in McReynolds' stomach had much less amylase. That's two different medications for two very different people. You wouldn't mix them.
So then what are the odds of two people with pancreatic insufficiency having dinner together?
Not so good.
You know what this means, don't you?
I know exactly what it means.
You want me to convince the world that my son was a monster. You ask too much.
This isn't for me. This is for Otis.
Oh, yes, yes. The innocent junkie.
Your Honor, your entire judicial career has been dedicated to upholding the law, no matter how painful it is sometimes.
Your point, Doctor.
Judge, someone's going to go to prison for something they didn't do. I don't think you're the kind of judge or the kind of man who's going to allow that to happen.
With all due respect, Your Honor, Otis's fingerprints were found at the scene, and the victim's jewelry was found in his pocket. I admit the evidence is damaging, but I believe you've allowed yourself to become involved with the emotions surrounding the death of a young girl. I'm just having trouble believing your son could commit a murder. That's not a question of belief, Ferris, but of facts. My son was a disgrace to his judicial robes. He committed murder and perpetrated the injustice of keeping it a secret. That's not what the McReynolds family has stood for. I refuse to accept that legacy. My children and I can live with the truth, but we cannot live with the knowledge that an innocent has been made to suffer. Otis is hardly an innocent. I made that argument myself. Of being a thief and an addict, which he admits he is, does not mean he's a killer. That unfortunate distinction belongs to my son. This evidence only corroborates what he confessed to me on the phone the night he was killed. Release this man, Mr. Ferris, in the name of justice.
All right, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Sloan, come in.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to bother you, but I did want to drop by and thank you for what you did for Otis.
No thanks are necessary. It was a wrong that had to be righted. I'm glad you brought it to my attention.
You know, I felt a little bit foolish. I mean, I came in here with all that evidence and this big, impassioned plea, and you knew the truth all along.
I apologize for a bit of deception, but I'm sure you understand how hard it was for me to accept the fact that David killed that girl, much less admit it to anyone else.
About as hard as it is for me to accept the fact that you murdered your own son.
Why would you think a thing like that?
A genetic defect, Judge. The medical examiner found enteric pancrelipase residue on the tablecloth in your son's dining room. But a different formulation showed up in his stomach on the autopsy.
He had pancreatic insufficiency.
And so do you. But you have a gastric ulcer, which is why your medication is different than his.
I see.
Pancreatic insufficiency is so rare that in this instance it indicates only one thing, a familial pancreatitis. You and your son shared more than a moral code.
All right. I had dinner with David that night. Why does that mean I killed him?
Because he broke that code. Allison Porter's mother was going to expose him. He called you for advice, and you were appalled by what you heard. So when you went into the study to get another capsule from your coat, you saw that gun on the desk. You decided to end the whole nightmare right then and there.
What I did was administer justice.
By murdering your own son?
I had the Bible in my hand, and I swore him into office. I gave him the power of the law, and he abused it. Every day he wore those robes would be a mockery of the court of justice. Only I could undo what I had wrought.
What makes you better than your son?
I have a conscience.
You have to go to the authorities.
I am the authorities. And you have no proof of any of this. All you have is supposition. No one's gonna believe you over me. Good day, Dr. Sloan.
But I didn't kill him. I already told you what happened.
You wish to give up the right to have an attorney present during...
Most assuredly does not wish to give up that right. Don't say any more, Helen.
She doesn't need to, Porter. She's already given us enough for a conviction.
What do you have?
Well, for one thing, she admits to going to your son's house that night.
Well, it doesn't mean anything. I went there, too.
But she took a gun, and it was registered in her name.
The murder weapon belongs to Helen?
Yes, sir.
But I wasn't there when he was killed. I was at Mallory's Coffee.
We checked that out. They had a fire in the kitchen. They were closed that night.
I was scared. I couldn't think of what to tell them. I'm in there all the time. I was sure someone would think they saw me. I didn't do it. Please believe me.
You haven't got anything, Ferris. It's all circumstantial.
I've gotten convictions with less.
She had as much right to be angry at McReynolds as I was.
More. They were lovers.
It was over years ago. It didn't matter anymore.
We think it did. McReynolds betrayed you once when he gave you to him. And he betrayed you again with your own daughter. I can't think of a better motive to commit murder.
Please help me, Jeffrey, for once, please.
No jury on earth will convict a mother for killing a piece of filth like David McReynolds.
But I didn't do it.
Oh, they'll convict her, all right. Maybe not for murder one, but she will spend time in prison. Take her down for processing.
No. No.
I killed David.
What?
I said I killed David.
Your Honor.
Sorry, Helen. I thought the gun belonged to David. I would never hurt you. You've been through enough already. You can release her now. If we could go to your office in private, if you'd be so kind.
Certainly, Your Honor.
A very neat trick, Doctor.
They did have enough evidence to charge her.
Just as they did with Otis.
I knew that McReynolds' code of honor would never let her suffer for something she didn't do, any more than with Otis. That's something you can still be very proud of, Peter.
Thank you for that.
Okay. You know, Jesse's cousin says we're going to be hauling in Albacore all night with these new jigs.
Well, if we're off the dock, say in an hour, we'll be out there by mid-afternoon. Perfect timing.
Yeah. Sun, breeze, no phones, no pagers.
Oh. You turned yours off, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, Jesse's cousin says they're also going to take some live sardines. Maybe we better stop and get some.
You know, I don't like using live bait. It's smelly.
Yeah. Doesn't go too good with sunscreen lotion.
Yeah, it makes you sick at your stomach.
Yeah. Especially if the swells are bad.
You know what else nauseates me? Sunburn.
Yeah. Especially on salt water.
Yeah. Makes you sick.
You know, football's on at noon.
I think there's a couple of root beers in the fridge.
We got time to run down to the Sea Island Inn for some ahi sandwiches.
Good. I like ahi better than albacore anyway.
Friends and neighbors. Though we haven't been neighbors long, I hope I may call you friends. When the work we begin here today is finished, the hills about us will be transformed. Where once there was only barren earth, new life will arise. New streets, new homes. Los Pinos Canyon Estates, 46 family homes. 3 bedrooms plus bonus room, 4 bedrooms at your option, priced from the low 500s. A new community, soon to thrive with new friends and new neighbors. And speaking of those of you who own businesses here in the canyons, and Mayor Bill will back me up on this.
New friends, new revenue.
That's right, friends.
Newman, don't call me a friend. Bastards like you don't have friends, just victims.
Nobody asked your opinion, Jerry.
Maybe that's because our newest resident here hasn't bought my opinion, the way he's bought a few other dudes I could name.
What is that supposed to mean?
You figure it out, Mayor Bill.
Jerry, why don't you just go find a shade tree?
Hey, Newman, I saw your lawyer today. We talked about my house.
Oh, really? Should I care?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know my house. You know, it's up there, smack in the heart of what will be downtown Los Pinos Canyon Estates. After you bulldozed my place, your man offered me 3 times market value for my old shack. In fact, he said that since I was the last holdout, I could pretty well name my price.
Are you sure he worked for me?
I told him I don't have a price. I've already got what I want, my private piece of paradise. And I will be damned if I'll sell paradise to a dung maggot like Chris Newman.
Hey, Jerry's right. Some things matter more than money.
Like what?
Like the ecosystem, you junk!
Stop it.
Sally, just stay out of this, okay?
Leave her alone.
Don't you tell me what to do with my own daughter.
Do you want a piece of
stop
me,
it.
Mayor Bill? Do you?
Jerry, come over here.
Stop it. Jerry, look, honey, let's just go. I'm sorry, Dr. Sloan. I was just changing my dad's tire.
Okay, you missed me.
Oh,
I knew Brown University had a well-rounded curriculum. I didn't know it included auto mechanics. How are you, Sally?
I'm good. Oh, good to see you. So, what brings you here?
Oh, just getting supplies.
Medical?
No edible. Steve's got the day off. Jesse came out to see the bowl game with me.
Oh, so you get some fat-free potato chips, huh?
Not if I want to make it past the first quarter. You know, I'm kind of surprised to see you. You should be back east. This is your junior year, isn't it?
Yeah, I just, I took some time off.
Everything all right?
Yeah, there was just a lot of pressure dealing with that magna cum laude. And as you and everyone else in town knows, Sally doesn't deal well with pressure.
Well, that's why everyone in this town is so proud of you. After the rough time you had, losing your mom.
Yeah, and my little excursion into drugs.
And don't be so hard on yourself. Look where you are now.
Yeah, thanks to Jerry. I mean, if he hadn't shown me that love, life, and death are part of nature's cycles, I don't think I'd still be here.
Sounds like Jerry, all right.
Yeah, do you know his poetry?
Yeah.
A red, green, gold, yellow, orange bed of not roses. The mystic mandala of leaves and limbs and mucus. Dreams of tongue-wet mornings. Mao Zedong died on a Sunday. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, if your thought process is stopped in 1974.
It was really nice to see you, Dr. Stone. I should go in and wash up. Will you tell Steve I said hi?
I'll do that. She's a lovely girl, Bill, even with all that grease on her.
Yeah. So, what's your opinion about all this new development in the canyon?
Well, pretty good for some people, not so good for others.
Mark, towns have got to grow.
So do daughters.
So how's the Friday night poker club doing without me?
That's right. You swore you'd be back after the election. Or is that your first broken campaign promise?
You just mistaken my money, that's all.
Oh, I play for pleasure, my friend, not the cash. But I notice Father Bosley kind of misses your money.
Oh, I bet he does. The truth is, I've just been too busy to get there. Mark, you're stealing my grapes. Why don't you go buy something? And you'll give Steve my best.
I will. I'll give him your grapes.
Hi, Mark.
Oh.
Nice to see you again.
You too, Howard.
You know, there's just one problem with having the only general store in this canyon. You know what that is?
What's that, Bill?
You can't control what walks through the door.
Fine, don't take my money.
Oh, I'll take your cash. I just don't want your rubber checks.
Never bounced a check once in my life.
Oh, did you hear that? He ruins half the families in this canyon, but you gotta say this for Howard Purcell, never passed any bad paper.
Honestly, Bill, you know, I never intended
I thought you were going to go shop someplace else. A lot of people lost a lot of money in this canyon because of that man's crazy stock trading schemes.
I know. It was one of them. That was 6 years ago, Bill.
Well, Dad has some trouble with the concept of live and let live.
There's a fire in the hills. Believe me.
Well, better go call 911.
All right, we got a dozen big bore IVs, 2 cases of ringers, lactate, a dozen burn packs and splints. We got 2 cases of sulfur sulfadiazine.
Okay, let's get another case of the ringers and another dozen of the tetanus boosters just to be safe.
Really? You think Mark is gonna need all this stuff out of the first aid tent?
It's hot and it's dry, Jesse, and there are a lot of homes up and through that canyon. And with a fire like this, it's better to be safe than to be sorry.
Okay, maybe I should get some extra burn packs.
Good idea. I'll talk to the medevac guys and see if I can round up some off-duty nurses and see what I can do about an emergency supply restock.
All right, the cots and the exam tables are on their way. The portable oxygen and the crash carts are on the truck. So all this stuff going too?
And this stuff.
There's not gonna be room for me on that truck. We better go, Jesse. I got a volunteer fire brigade probably wandering around lost.
Steve, you're already a cop. Why do you have to be a firefighter, too?
It's my home out there.
You got it. Let's go.
The hills above Malibu are ablaze this afternoon as the county musters every available resource to try and save homes and lives. But from the look of things, it won't be easy. This is Rebecca Fleetwood on the scene at Tremont's Community Store, which has been designated a staging area for volunteer firefighters and other emergency personnel. Local Mayor Bill Tremont.
You know, it feels like every year there's another fire in the canyons, and every year half these folks have to be evacuated. I don't get it. It just seems like if any of these people had half a brain, they...
Move somewhere else.
No, I didn't mean that. I wasn't talking about
I know
you.
what you mean. I'll admit living in a fire zone doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But you don't have to worry about safety where you're going to go. Kansas has got tornadoes. Texas has got floods. Florida's got...
Disney World.
These canyons have long been a living example of culture diversity, a shelter for the back-to-nature advocates, a hideaway for the rich and beautiful. For example, here's Peter Graves fleeing the fire line. Mr. Graves, how long before you lose everything?
No, I'm great. I'm a doctor. I'm a medical.
That's Peter Graves, always lending a hand.
Double check everything, will you, Sally?
You bet.
When we get up there, the situation on the ground will tell us how many teams we need. When we do split up, remember, stay close to your team. Don't take any unnecessary risks. When you're in the smoke, keep your eyes on your air regulator and your ears open for sounds, human or animal.
Means we can ignore Howard, right?
Unit 51, come in.
I came here to help, guys. I used to be a member of this brigade, remember? Ancient history. Even a smart guy like you ought to understand by now, nobody here wants your help.
All right, we're up. Ranch fire in one of the lower canyons. Sally?
Everything's ready.
What's Lower Canyon?
Spotter said Regal Canyon.
My house is in Regal Canyon.
Your house was in Regal Canyon. Doesn't pay to take a bite out of Mother Nature, she bites back.
Shut up.
You take what's hers, she'll take what's yours. I say let it burn.
Go to hell. You gotta save my house.
We'll do everything we can.
That's not good enough.
Your house is not the only one at risk. We'll do what we can. Let's go.
Code 39. Fire alarm on the 3rd floor. Let's pull the truck back.
Give it up, Newman.
Forget it. Whoa, 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 where are you going?
I've got important papers in here, contracts.
It's too late, Chris. We're not gonna risk our lives over a few contracts.
My dog.
What dog?
My 15-year-old Weimaraner. He can hardly move. He's probably scared to death with all the smoke and
All right,
noise.
calm down. We'll look for him. You get out of here. Come on. What do you want us to do? You got to check in the back. All right?
What are you doing? Get back in there. You gotta save my house.
Your dog, you mean?
There's nobody in there, Chris.
The neighbors must have got him.
Yeah, right. Jerry.
He's right. I thought he was right behind.
Who cares where he is?
Get him out of here.
Here, Jerry.
Come on, get over here.
Is Jerry gonna make it, Dr. Sloan?
We're doing everything we can. Clear.
Denton Curtis!
Sally.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm so sorry.
Stop it. You hated him when he was alive. Don't pretend you're sorry now that he's dead.
fire continues to rage unchecked. We have reports of 6 homes destroyed and several local residents hospitalized. And tragically, the death of 1 volunteer firefighter. The dead man has been identified as volunteer firefighter Jerome Grail, a longtime resident of the area. A writer and sometime movie critic, Grail is best known for his seminal 1974 essay, Politics and Rage, Why Kids Are Always Right.
Amanda?
Thank God, Mark. Are you all right?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, maybe it's because you're in the path of a raging fire, which 6 fire battalions from 2 counties can't seem to get under control. The sun sets in, 2 hours, the winds are picking up, and if that fire jumps Pacific Coast Highway, you're going to be trapped between it and the ocean. Now, I'm not going to worry about it if you're not going to worry about it. Why aren't you worried about it?
I hide it well. Listen, I need you to do an autopsy for me.
Mark, look, I don't know how things are on your end, but we're a little overbooked here.
I need to know the amount of edema in Jerry Grail's lungs. There's something very odd about the way he died.
Okay, I will have a preliminary report ready for you in about a half hour after I receive the body.
That would be great, Amanda.
Only if you agree to be out of there before sunset.
That's the plan. Thanks, Amanda.
Okay.
It's Grail's tank. Like I told you, it's full. Oh, that can't be right. This thing should be full of air.
Look at there. The empty tank alarm's been disabled. And the gauge is broken, too. No matter how little air in there, it's going to show full.
Yeah, but even if he ran out of air, he wasn't in that house long enough to die of smoke inhalation.
You're absolutely right.
So you're saying that the beam that fell on him killed him?
No, his injuries weren't that bad. He suffocated, all right, but from lack of air in that tank, not from smoke.
So whoever rigged this tank had to make sure that Jerry used it.
And they started a fire in the hills because they knew that Jerry was a volunteer firefighter.
That makes it arson.
It also makes it murder.
Grail was the only threat left to Chris Newman's development of Los Pinos Canyon Estates.
Well, the fire started in Los Pinos, so it could have been Newman.
But?
Well, you know, killing a man and endangering that many homes, that's an act of revenge.
Sally? Sally! Sally, you don't have to do this.
Get out!
Sally, look, this is no way to handle this.
You don't know anything about it. Just leave me alone.
I can't just leave you alone, and yes, I do know a little bit about this.
I hate this.
Well, that's one thing that I do know.
Everybody, we're all glad that he's dead. Everyone in this stupid damn town.
So you
They're
don't...
out there celebrating.
Come on, you don't believe that.
Jerry had the one thing in this canyon that everyone wanted but couldn't have. That was true freedom. And they all hated him for it, especially my father.
That's not why I hated him.
Oh, no, you just hated him because of the age thing, huh? That's all that mattered to you.
I hated him because he took advantage of you.
All right, look, guys, we're all a little exhausted.
He was there for me when Mom died. Is that taking advantage?
In Jerry's case, yeah.
I don't want to hear anymore.
You know what he was doing, don't you?
Look, guys, why don't we go outside, sit down, have a cup
I
of coffee?
saw it. For 25 years, I saw it. That hippie, touchy-feely, pseudo-sympathetic crap.
Stop it, Dad!
Every young woman who ever fell in love with this stupid poetry reading.
I said stop it!
So many notches on his bedpost, I thought his bed was gonna fall to the ground.
I am not a joke.
No, you're not. You're my daughter. And you deserve love and loyalty. Something that Jerry Grail was never capable of giving you.
You don't know what he gave me. Or what I needed. You never bothered to ask. I hate you.
Let's find a patrol vehicle. Hey, let's put together a dozer crew.
A lot of people are going to be wiped out by this.
Just finishing off what I started, right?
I didn't say that.
They didn't have to. Their eyes already did.
Why'd you come back here, Howard?
You know, Steve, I don't think you'd believe me.
The last time I saw you after the trial, never saw a man so angry.
I blamed everyone for what happened to them. Banks, stock market, SEC.
And Jerry Grail.
I blame Graham. Most people, when they receive a dividend check for a stock they're sure they don't own, they either send the money back or they pocket the cash. Jerry Grail called the SEC.
You were using client accounts like his to hide your insider trading.
And the SEC confiscated those accounts. So my clients lost their savings, and I spent the last 6 years in federal daycare.
You must have really hated Jerry Grail.
Jerry didn't ruin my life, Steve. I did.
There's two. That's why I came back, to make amends. If only they'd let me.
Somebody sabotaged Jerry's safety equipment. You have a motive, and you were at the staging area when we loaded up.
I wasn't the only one there. Besides, there are plenty of other people around here that wanted Grail dead.
Like Chris Newman?
Like everybody's favorite grocer, Mayor Bill Tremont.
Find anything?
No, not yet. No telling what set it off. Could be a cigarette out the window, weed whacker hitting a rock, sending up a spark. Sometimes it's a little piece of glass. Sun hits it just the right angle.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
San Dimas in '93 was firecrackers. Sunland in '94 was a homeless guy, campfire. And then there was Pacoima in '90. You wouldn't believe how that thing got started.
Well, hate to see any place burn like this.
Well, don't blame the fire. It's nature's way of cleaning house. Sort of like cleansing the palate, you might say. Setting the stage for new growth, new life, rebirth. You take Yellowstone, '89, the way that place came back.
Excuse me. You think nature put this here?
I hate people. All right, guys. We got arson. We're looking for a gas can. Who knows where this crazy might have tossed it.
I'll get this to forensics. You know, you might want to pack it up. Looks like the wind's shifting again.
You got a good eye. Forget the can. We're leaving. It's not going to go anywhere. I'll see you down below.
back in the studio, the fire is really threatening to jump Pacific Coast Highway now. Officials have been especially worried about this since it's going to make access to the upper stretches of houses along the beach.
Hey, Mark, they just said that the fire is about to jump the Pacific Coast Highway.
I was afraid that was going to happen.
Well, aren't you worried about your house?
Just a house.
Yeah, but it's full of furniture and memories.
I can buy new furniture, and the memories are all up here. Holy smokes of the time.
Excuse me, Dr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Do you know where Steve is?
Last I remember, he was headed for Los Pinos Canyon to meet you.
Yeah, he did, but then we found the gas gap and he was headed back down.
So then it was definitely arson.
I hate to try and catch these firebugs. Might be your neighbor, might be your boss. We even nailed the volunteer fireman once. I really hated that. I remember it was Laguna 94.
You said Steve was headed back.
Yeah, it was about 30 minutes ago when the wind picked up. He isn't here?
No. No, he isn't.
Yeah, this guy was raking all kinds of toilet paper up, putting it in a big pile.
Oh, I got to, doctor.
There was a finger fire.
Truck, but he's nowhere around. Over.
You know, Bill, maybe headed for the Coast Highway on foot. Over.
Yeah, maybe. But there's only one road out of that canyon. I think we would have seen him. Over.
Maybe he went cross country, Bill.
Yeah. I doubt it, though. Wait a minute, I think I see something. Somebody go back and get a stoked stretcher.
Bill, what is it? Is it Steve?
It's a fire shelter. If he was able to crawl in before the fire went up the hill. Hang on.
Bill, what's happening? Bill, talk to me. Is it Steve? Is he alive?
Yes, both. We're getting him out of here. Where's that stoked stretcher? Go back and get some oxygen.
Oh, thank God.
Coming through, right here.
Steve?
They start him an IV Ringer's lactate. We need to hydrate him. Mark?
Yeah, I'm all right. Let's check him for injuries.
Okay, he's got first and second degree burns on both hands.
Contusion 15 centimeters above the right ear. No apparent fracture of any kind. Probable concussion.
Okay, his heartbeat is irregular. He may be going into shock.
All right, let's get him on medevac to Community General.
Yes, Dr. Barber.
You just lie still. You're going to be all right. Where's that medevac?
Yeah, found a gas can. Tire tracks. Bald tire. Somebody hit me.
Did you see who it was?
No. Came to him. Gas can was gone. Tracks were gone.
I promise you, we'll find out who it was. Get him out of here.
How badly is he hurt? Any third-degree burns?
No, probably concussion.
Is he conscious?
Well, in and out. Order him a CAT scan and try to keep him in bed, will you?
Can I use restraints?
How'd the Jerry Grail autopsy come out?
Oh, he had edema in his lungs, all right, but not what you'd expect from smoke inhalation.
Did you check his airways?
Mm-hmm. Swollen shut.
He had asthma? I never saw him use an inhaler.
I pulled his records. He never used one. He controlled his disease by using theophylline tablets and bronchosteroids.
Which he kept hidden. You know, Jerry was always very vain about his health.
Well, his vanity killed him. If he had had an inhaler with him, he could have counteracted the effects of the smoke, and his throat wouldn't have swollen shut.
Yeah, he'd still be alive. Although, you know, if he had theophylline in him, his lungs would have been fine.
Well, maybe he stopped taking it.
Or maybe he stopped taking it and didn't know he had stopped.
Medevac's here with Steve. Mark, don't worry. We'll take good care of him.
I know you will, honey. Thanks, Amanda. Now, which one of them knew?
One of them knew what?
Jerry Grail had asthma.
And he was out there fighting fires? That's not too smart.
Well, he never was one to let common sense get in the way of whatever he wanted to do. The question is, who knew he had asthma and who wanted him dead?
What about Chris Newman? I mean, Grail's house was the last thing standing in the way of that new development.
Yeah, I'm sure Chris is glad to see him gone, too. But what about Howard? Howard Purcell spent 6 years in prison because Jerry fed him to the SEC.
I got caught in the middle of a fight Sally Tremont had with her father about Grail.
And you have no broken bones?
Actually, they ignored me.
Lucky you.
Yeah. You know, I think that Sally was the only one in this town who actually liked the guy, and she probably would have wanted to kill him if she knew that he'd been cheating on her.
Where'd you hear that?
Her father told her while I was standing there.
So every one of them had a motive. The thing is, who had the opportunity and who was it who knew that he had asthma?
Why don't we work on this later? I mean, they've asked us to evacuate the canyon.
Oh, I better hurry.
Hurry. Where you going? Mark, where you going?
Stephanie, we're located here with the remote unit near the Malibu Pier, and we understand that the police department has now ordered further evacuations of the area as the fire moves even closer to the highway.
Hey, Mark.
Could I watch for a minute? They say it's getting pretty close to my house.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks.
I'm just going to take this last bit of stuff down to the guys on PCH. Any news on Steve?
No, nothing new.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, everything's going to be okay. Listen to me. I'm telling you not to worry about your son, and that seems to be all I do is worry about my daughter.
What we fathers do.
Yeah, I guess. All right, look. You lock up as soon as you leave, okay?
Okay.
And, try not to stay too long.
Don't worry, I'm right behind you.
Okay.
And if the fire continues its current path, residents along the coast itself may not have much left either. This is Ann Anderson at Malibu, right on PCH. Back to you, Stephanie. Thank you, Ann. Ann, can you hear me? Yes, but
Man, funny thing about pickups, they don't run without keys. What are you doing?
I'm checking your pharmacy computer for any information on Jerry Grail. I thought he might be getting his prescription here. I was right.
Well, if you wanted to know something, why didn't you just ask?
You might not have told me, Bill. Jerry Grail had asthma, and he hid it from everybody except you. You filled his prescriptions. That gives you knowledge and the means to kill him.
Yeah. And the motive. The only thing is, I didn't. Sally's mother died. And as much as I hated Jerry Grail, I would never do anything to add to her misery. One more thing. Just about anybody who ever worked here would know about Jerry Grail's condition. Well, like I said, lock up when you're finished, Dr. Sloan.
Jesse, take over. I'm headed out for Jerry Grail's house.
Mark, don't be crazy. The fire is halfway down that end of the canyon. Mark!
What do you think you're doing? Let me explain the concept of bed rest.
Amanda, I don't need to be here.
Is that your professional medical opinion, doctor?
Where are my clothes?
How many fingers do I have up?
2.
Good guess. How many do I have up now?
All right, granted, I'm a little woozy.
That's one way to put it. Now lie down.
But not till I talk to my dad, Amanda. I need to talk to him.
Okay. I'll do the dialing. You don't move.
It's a good idea. I wouldn't want to injure myself on the buttons. Dr. Sloan, please, it's urgent. This is his son.
Call for Dr. Sloan.
Over here. Steve, it's Jesse. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Jesse. Listen, let me talk to my dad.
You lying down?
I'm in a hospital, Jesse. What else would I be doing?
Look, he's on his way to Jerry Grail's house.
What? Grail's house is on the north end of Los Pinos Canyon. The last time I looked, that's exactly where the fire was heading.
I know. Look, it's okay. The sheriff's deputies think that they can actually get to Grail's place by cutting cross country, but they're gonna have to wait for the winds to shift, so you gotta get out. Steve? Steve!
Where do you think you're going?
Malibu.
I don't think so.
Watch me.
Please sit down, please.
Amanda, either give me my clothes or I'm going in this gown. And I need your car keys.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
My dad is headed to Jerry Grail's house. Do you know where Jerry Grail's house is?
No.
And every time the firefighters lay down a cold
It's right there.
with the wind pushing the way they are
Now give me your keys.
No. I'm driving.
With only a half hour of daylight left, the fire has now crossed Pacific Coast Highway. Celebrities from all walks of life find themselves fleeing before the raging inferno, leaving behind accumulated memorabilia of a lifetime in the public eye, steeling themselves to watch it all go up in smoke. Of course, disasters such as this make comrades of even the most reclusive of stars, and they have all been gathering today in small groups to provide comfort to each other. And now I see pop star Whitney Houston has arrived to help with the evacuation. Whitney, is your house still standing at this fearful hour?
What are you talking about? I'm not Whitney Houston.
Trying to remain anonymous, just one of the helpless victims who's come to aid your neighbors.
Who are you?
Steve, what are you doing here?
Is my dad back from Jerry Grail's?
No. I mean, the thing is...
The thing is what?
He can't get back. The fire's crossed PCH. The coast highway is shut down. Los Pinos Canyon is completely shut off. I mean, no one can get in, no one can get out.
Steve, are you okay?
You want an interview with Whitney Houston?
Yeah.
You're not gonna find it, Dr. Sloan. This is what you're looking for, right? Jerry's Theophylline?
I mean, it isn't Theophylline, is it? You switched the pills with, what, aspirin? Antacid?
Allergy pills. Yeah, Jerry wondered why the ragweed wasn't bothering him this year.
Weren't you a little worried you'd get suspicious when you put the mask on and there was no air in it?
No. See, I left enough air in the tank that Jerry would think everything was all right at first. And then when he walked into a smoky area...
He ran out of air. Wouldn't have been enough Theophylline in his system to keep the smoke from triggering another asthma attack. Pretty clever.
Yeah, well, with Jerry, you had to be.
Sally, when did you first learn he was cheating on you?
About a month ago, some woman called over to the house. She wanted to know when Jerry's next poetry reading was. She had such fun that night.
I'm so sorry.
Well, don't be. I'm tired of pity.
Why did you risk coming back here?
The same reason you did. I knew that Steve would tell you that he found bald tire tracks on the road.
And you knew I'd eventually remember that I saw you changing a bald tire on your father's truck.
And I knew that you'd find out about Jerry's asthma sooner or later.
So you came back here to hide the tire and get rid of the pills. You could have waited for the fire to do it for you.
I had to be sure. Fires can trick you sometimes.
Why start the fire at all? I mean, this is your home, Sally.
And this is also his house. Jerry loved this canyon more than he loved anything else.
But Jerry's not the only one who lives here. Lots of people are losing their homes.
Yeah, a lot of hypocrites. They all knew. They all said that they wanted to help me. They tell me about Jerry, no. They were just laughing at me. So now they're paying for it.
Sally, don't do this.
I got it, Mark. Yeah, get in there. Yeah, get here.
You all right? Oh, Howard saved my life. I don't know about you guys. I'd like to get out of here.
Couldn't agree more.
I feel so sorry for her.
I do, too. Too much happened to Sally much too quickly. She just couldn't handle it.
She caused a lot of destruction, though, even if they do finally have that fire contained.
Yeah, I know. You know, I have the feeling that people around here are going to blame Jerry Grail for this whole thing and not Sally.
Thanks, Bill.
Well, look at that. Now, there's something I thought I'd never see.
Howard's going to put Bill Tremont in touch with his lawyer.
Was that very wise? I mean, Howard spent 6 years in prison.
I hope you're not going to argue with me about getting you back to the hospital.
No argument. The hospital bed sounds pretty good right now. Uh-oh.
Lieutenant Sloan, is now a good time?
No. Actually, it's
Well,
not.
you did promise me an exclusive interview in exchange for a helicopter.
You did promise. I heard you. You always said a man should honor his promises. Am I right?
You are absolutely right. Be my guest.
What do we do?
Whitney, I know this has been a terrible time for everyone, but your public needs to know. Is your multi-million-dollar home in cinders?
I'm not Whitney Houston.
Hey, does anybody need a ride back? I don't think that helicopter's going to Malibu.
It's Michael J. Fox. Michael J., is your home a pile of smoldering cinders?
Smoldering? No. Singed, yes. And, smoky. Real smoky.
Oh, it's so impressive the way you handle disaster.
Oh, you got a moment? I'll
Oh,
tell you
yes.
all about it, son. So,